Welcome into the CitrusTV studio for another No Pulp webisode. Jacob Morris, John Dales. Jacob, we've argued all season long. Finally, the time has come, though. We've got our 4-team playoff in the college football playoff, and your instant takeaways, did the committee get it right?
My instant takeaway is the committee did get it right. Georgia 1, Michigan 2, TCU 3, and Ohio State 4. Those are the 4 teams that, quite frankly, deserve to be in the college football playoff. There was a little bit of talk, is TCU going to drop out after losing in overtime? USC obviously goes down in the Pac-12 championship game. I'm not going to lie to you, and I know this is going to upset you a little bit. There is something a tad bit grimy about Ohio State saying, all right, we're 11-0, our biggest rivals coming to town, we've got a home game, revenge game sort of situation, getting blown out by Michigan, and then USC goes on to play an extra game and Ohio State gets rewarded because USC drops the conference championship game. I didn't say that Ohio State didn't deserve it, but that has to feel a tad grimy, wrong? No?
Well, it's also, first of all, football is a grimy sport.
It is.
Second of all, there's another thing that I think is a little bit grimy. First of all, I'll say I do think that they deserve, the 4 teams that got in, they deserve to get in. But again, in the same vein, do you deserve to lose out a spot because you lost in week 12 versus losing in week 7, which is what USC did the first time? I don't think that you should discriminate based on when in the season you lose.
Except for the fact that USC is playing a whole entire extra game, rather. I think that's the argument. They're playing game 13 because they won their conference championship, or in the regular season, rather, to have an opportunity to play in that game. Ohio State doesn't do the same, and then they backdoor their way in as a result.
That, but again, if there is no Pac-12 championship game and USC has one less game, each of them have one loss, you think that it's good that USC gets in because they lost earlier?
I'm not saying it's good, but if both teams didn't play the 13th game, USC would have made it in over Ohio State.
Okay, but again, that's because they lost earlier. But we agree to disagree. That's the way things work on this show. Well, be sure to join us for the full show alongside Jacob Morris. I'm John Dale saying thanks so much for joining us for this No Pulp webisode.